fascist wars and deficits and cuts and privatizations that we hated. We thought it was Cheney, Rumsfeld, Ashcroft, and the neocons that were the problem. Now we have Obama's wars, occupations, and coups.
At least it's not red.
We're going to be patient and make sure that I'll be okay if they take me 9:30, but I'm not
This movement will grow. It will put America back to work. It will pull America back together, and it will keep us moving forever forward.
Join us. We are one nation working together.
For jobs.
For justice.
For education.
For all.
As a family, the conservative voices of America, they're holding you down. They don't believe in your freedom. They want the concentration of wealth. They've shipped you a job overseas. Amen. To our brothers and sisters who have fallen on hard times in this economic world, we stand with you today as one nation. They think it's about profit. They don't think it's about people. They don't want us to have health care. They want it for profit. We will get universal health care someday in this country. We will create jobs. We will get the money to the small businesses. We will not let them ruin public education.
I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
I have a dream that one day the state of Alabama will be transformed into a situation where little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls and walk together as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
I have a dream today that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together.
This is our hope. This is the faith with which I return to the South. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day.
This is the America we fought so diligently for. We were looking out for America, but when we came back, America was not looking out for us.
Look at the wind, look at the
Sky, imagine the wind power that we could have, powering America in a new way. Let's put America back to work. Our scientists tell us that if we do not begin to move off of oil and coal and these greenhouse gases, we're going to bake the planet. So the most important work that we have is to repower America in a clean way. Let's connect the people who most need work with the work that most needs to be done.
Now it's time to bail out the American people. We need to rebuild the infrastructure and provide jobs and training for American people.
So let's get going. We will make you proud already, America. Immigrants make you proud. We already do, and with comprehensive immigration reform, we will continue to help make this country great.
America is here today. America is freedom of religion. America is Dr. King and President Lincoln and their spirit living in you and me today. America is one nation. Behind the voices of fear and hatred are the forces of greed, the money powers that put us in the economic mess that we're in today. So we have a lot of work to do to repair the damage that greed did to our country.
Kindle his dream and once again hope that all America will soon come to the realization that the wars that we wage today in faraway lands are immoral, unconscionable, and unwinnable. The Central Intelligence Agency, in its official report, tells us that the enemy we pursue in Afghanistan and in Pakistan, the Al-Qaeda, they number less than 50, I say 50 people. Do we really think that sending 100,000 young American men and women to kill innocent civilians, women and children, and antagonizing the tens of millions of people in the whole region somehow makes us secure? Does this make any sense? The president's decision to escalate the war in that region alone costs the nation $33 billion. That sum of money could not only create 600,000 jobs here in America, but would even leave us a few billion to start rebuilding our schools, our roads, our hospitals, and affordable housing. It could also help to rebuild the lives of the thousands of our returning wounded veterans. But perhaps the greatest threat of all is the undermining of our Constitution and the systematic attack against the inalienable rights of the citizens of this nation, rights that are guaranteed by our Constitution. At the vanguard of this insidious attack is the Tea Party. This band of misguided citizens is moving perilously close to achieving villainous ends. This gathering here today is America's wake-up call. The giant called democracy is at last stirring again.
With your brothers and sisters and community leaders gathered here, we have got to turn back those who hijack Dr. King's words, but subvert his call to end poverty and excessive militarism and excessive individualism that's killing our children. We must, particularly right now, make sure that we end those massive tax giveaways to the richest 2% when 15.5 million children are languishing in poverty.
My parents were deported last year. I can remember it so vividly of how my father was snatched away right in front of our eyes in August of 2008. That was the last time I saw him. That day came just 3 days before I was to be exiled. I'm so grateful. But while I am ecstatic because I can remain in this country, the broken immigration system has torn my family apart.
Today we are free but unequal, too often unemployed. The wealth-poverty gap is getting wider. Midday in our politics, midnight in our economy. Expanding expensive wars are weighing on our budget and our souls. In this poverty, we must go another way. And so we march. In 1963, we left here with faith.
Did you strengthen families and communities by building a great public school for every child? Did you care about building an economy that pulled struggling communities into the American dream of something better? Were you dedicated to justice for all?
We here today aspire to our ideals. We here today must help our children not only dream their dreams, but achieve them. We here today must invest, not divest, in our kids. We here today must usher in a new era of excellence and equity in America's public schools.